Red alerts have been issued for 16 cities across Italy as extreme heat continues to affect southern Europe. The alerts, which indicate risks even for healthy people, apply to tourist hotspots including Rome, Florence, and Bologna for the coming days. More high temperatures are expected in Europe next week as another heatwave approaches. The European Space Agency, ESA, says Italy, Spain, France, Germany and Poland may see extreme conditions. The ESA monitors land and sea temperatures via its satellites. Periods of intense heat occur within natural weather patterns, but globally they are becoming more frequent, more intense and are lasting longer due to global warming. The Italian government has advised anyone in the areas covered by Saturday's red alerts to avoid direct sunlight between 11 o'clock and 1800, and to take particular care of the elderly or vulnerable. Meanwhile, Greece has hit temperatures 40 C, 104 F, or more in recent days. The Acropolis, the country's most popular tourist attraction, was closed during the hottest hours of Friday to protect visitors. There are also fears in the country of a greater risk of wildfires, especially in areas with high winds. It suffered major wildfires in 2021 in another exceptional heatwave. High temperatures have also been reaching into central parts of Europe, with Germany and Poland among countries affected. Czech Republic's meteorological office issued a warning that temperatures over the weekend could go above 38 C, which is exceptionally high for the country. In the UK, however, heavy showers and gusty winds are expected in parts of England on Saturday. Meteorologists said this was because the southern shift of the jet stream, which was fueling the hot weather in Europe, was also drawing low-pressure systems into the UK, bringing unsettled and cooler weather. The current heatwave in Europe has been named Cerberus by the Italian Meteorological Society, after the three-headed monster that features in Dante's Inferno. Italian weather forecasters are warning that the next heatwave, dubbed Charon after the ferryman who delivered souls into the underworld in Greek mythology, could push temperatures back up above 40 C next week. Heatwaves are also being seen in parts of the US, China, North Africa and Japan. Greece's Culture Ministry announced the closure of the Acropolis on Friday from 12 o'clock to 1700, 9 o'clock to 1400 Greenwich Mean Time, saying similar measures were likely to follow on Saturday. The complex sits on a rocky hilltop with little shade, and temperatures there are usually hotter than in the surrounding areas. Several other tourist sites around the sacred rock where the Acropolis stands remained open throughout the day. In recent days, the Greek Red Cross has been deployed to provide water bottles and help people feeling nauseous and dizzy in the heat. People have been advised to drink at least 2 liters of water a day and to avoid coffee and alcohol, which are dehydrating. Last month was the hottest June on record, according to the EU's climate monitoring service Copernicus. The hottest temperature ever recorded in Europe was 48.8 C in Sicily in August 2021. Extreme weather resulting from warming climate is, unfortunately, becoming the new normal, the World Meteorological Organization, WMO, has warned. 7 people have died and thousands have been forced to evacuate their homes due to flooding in South Korea. A third day of torrential rain has caused landslides, power cuts, and damage to infrastructure across the country. Early on Saturday, officials said that water had overtopped a dam in the central North Chungcheong province. Prime Minister Han Duck-soo has asked the military to assist with rescue efforts. As well as those confirmed killed, 3 people are currently missing and several are reported injured, with the overall number of casualties expected to rise. Thousands of people have been affected by evacuation orders issued by various local governments. The Yonhap news agency reported that some 6,400 residents were evacuated after the Gozan Dam began to overflow at around 6:30 local time on Saturday, 22:30 British Summer Time on Friday. A number of low-lying villages near the dam, as well as many of the roads connecting them, were said to have been submerged, leaving some residents trapped in their homes. Korail, the country's national rail operator, has announced the suspension of all slow trains and some bullet trains, and said other bullet train services would be disrupted. Late on Friday, a train was derailed in North Chungcheong after a landslide threw earth and sand onto the tracks. One engineer was injured in the incident, but the train was not carrying passengers at the time.